The universe needs you to understand this before you can even attempt to manifest what you want. The universe is a system, okay? It wants to stay the same. It works to stay the same. This is why you get the old awareness, the old frequency popping up every single time you try to change, because it's a system. The system likes structure, and this structure is always contains the same old bullshit that it was on before. All right. So in order for you to manifest what you want, you need to understand that every single road in your reality, as long as you're aligned up here, leads to what you want. Okay. We have this conception that there is good and there is bad and there is this and there is that, when the true reality is we don't know what the fuck is going on. We have no freaking clue at all. We don't know. We truly don't know. Okay. But the fact that we even think that we're more powerful than the universe, that we can decide like how things are happening, or we can guess what's going to happen, how it's going to get us to where we want to be, is what's holding us back. You got to understand that no matter what, as long as you're locked in up here, that everything is working out. And even when I'm saying that stuff may pop out in the 3D that you don't know about, and you're like, what is this? This looks like I'm moving backwards. It's the same thing that's going to happen to your mind, because your mind, a piece of your mind is still in the 3D as well. All right. Because when you're not consciously deciding and your mind is just, doing this typical roam around and doubting and lack and fear, then that's not you. Because who is the one that's observing these thoughts? The I am is observing these thoughts. So if the I am is observing them, that means the I am has the choice to choose to accept those thoughts as true. If I'm affirming for more money and a fear about money pops up, who was that? I see it, so that's not me. If I'm looking at you, then you aren't me, and I can decide that you aren't me. Like that's how I want you to look at those negative thoughts, those negative emotions when they pop up. And the same thing about those things in your reality. It's not you, okay? So don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about, because I am that I am. I am who I said I am. So I'm not worried about if somebody said that I'm not. My name is Evan. If somebody says my name is Eric, I'm not going to look at them like they're crazy. I'm going to say, no, I'm Evan. I'm not going to go fight with them. I mean, what's the point? Because I know who I am. So there's no point in even getting in that scuffle, okay? This is exactly how you have to be with your new awareness, with your new identity, because the old awareness is going to pop up. The system is going to do what the system does. It's going to try to protect itself until it can't no more, and then boom, okay, we're going to have to conform to what Evan said, because this is Evan's reality, and I have to show Evan who he is. Same thing with you, Samantha, Sasha, Kenneth, Cole, Kyle. It's your reality. So it has no choice but to reflect who you are back to you, okay? Do not get caught up in the BS, all right? Because it's like the second you move up here, you move up here, you move up here, and then it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the hell? What was that? Why is this happening? And I was seeing so much progress, and my mental has been locked in. The reason why it's happening is because it's supposed to, okay? This idea that there will be perfection, that things will happen this way and it's just gonna be perfect and amazing and awesome and sunshine and rainbows, is a trick by the old frequency as well, because it understands that you can't maintain perfection. It understands that your mental is not going to be perfect all the time. It understands that the transition from this reality to that reality is not going to be perfect. So it wants you to think that something is going wrong so that you can lower your frequency and go back to the old version of yourself, when that's not you at all. When your I am is separate from all of it. When your I am is sitting above every single thing in the 3D reality. Okay? So go ahead. All right, lock in, remember who you are, because there is no going back to zero once you start this transition. There is no going back to zero once you start this transition. If that thought pops up, I know who I am. I am that has whatever the freak I want, because this is me, and you have no choice but to reflect me at some point. All right, everything outside of you is just delayed consciousness. Okay, and remember this too. because you're most likely trying to change something that you've been thinking about the same way your entire life. Okay, so of course this system is gonna try to oppose this new version of you because I mean, why not? You've been this version of you your whole life. Anytime you try to break a bad habit or you try to make a big change in your life, that, you know, I mean, all of it goes back to consciousness. But anytime you try to, you already know what you're saying, what you feel about it. You're like, bruh, I really have to do this. Like, I've been used to, you know, watching this show all my life, and now I really just have to stop, and I have to stop watching this show, and I gotta lock in now. It's gonna be hard. You might probably watch it again, and then after that you'll stop. And look, it's gonna happen. But the point is, it doesn't matter, okay? You choose who you are, and that is where reality has no choice but to reflect back to you, okay? Thank y'all for tuning into this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. Eventually, I'm gonna have a link listed down below so y'all can work with me one-on-one. All right, but until then, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.